Oh no, bro. No, that's actually wild. Alright, Scary Comp V111.
Two sisters are alone at home, hiding inside a room when their house alarm starts to go off.
I'm recording. Wait. Do you hear that?
As it
They done been
seems,
smoking in
someone
the
had
house,
entered
man.
their home. Their security camera shows the front door open, suggesting that someone did in fact break inside. But what's strange about this is that when they replay the moment the door opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now at this moment, the two sisters didn't see how the door opened up. They just saw that the door was wide open, and it doesn't help that they just heard a police siren outside their house. But as if the situation couldn't escalate anymore, this happens.
Somebody ran in their house?
What is it?
Or ran out of their house? Oh, these videos starting off crazy. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Clear.
Why are they showing a vacuum? This looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's camera. Wait, did something just appear there? Am I tripping?
Clear.
Man, this can't be real. Get out of here. Man, AI generated this or something.
As it seems, another presence had been inside the home, though not the kind they were expecting. Both sisters initially thought a person had broken in, but upon watching the footage and seeing the small, shadowy figure dashing
Man, they
past the
trying to go
camera,
viral.
they knew that this was something else. Whatever this was doesn't appear to have any discernible features, and it doesn't help that it moves exceedingly fast before disappearing out of nowhere.
The fact that it just moved so quickly,
Yeah.
but then like the motion capture camera didn't see that shape. And like when it was tracked.
Even the camera seems to have trouble identifying the figure. There's moments when it passes by and no visual tracker appears around it. But then strangely, at times, the green box appears in a dark room as though something was being detected. Never before has the camera done this until tonight when the door opened by itself.
Y'all need to burn that house down.
That's closed. We closed that door.
And I mean, this house is like brand new. Like it's not old or like anything.
Yeah.
Considering that all this activity was preceded by the door opening, they believe something paranormal had forced its way in, which makes you wonder about the video from early on. Could it be that something supernatural had opened the bedroom door at the beginning of this video? Or was it simply due to something else? After watching the footage, it's hard to say what exactly occurred. Just what exactly was the camera picking up that night? As always, let me know your thoughts on this one. On a Wednesday night, a team of paramedics arrive at a house to assist a man with severe schizophrenia. According to the man, he couldn't leave his room because someone was standing at his door.
They're not gonna let me go past it. They're not gonna let me go past it. Somebody's there.
We're right here.
I'm telling you, somebody's at the door and they're not gonna let me go past it.
They wearing? What are they wearing?
They're wearing blue. But
Good,
someone's
good.
there and they're not gonna let me go past it. Someone's at the door.
Who's at the door?
I need you to sit up, okay? Can you do that? Yeah, listen, there's no need to apologize. Whatever makes you comfortable, okay?
Thank you.
We're here for you. Okay? All right? Is that okay? That it? Is that it? Are you okay?
Okay.
While claiming to see someone standing at his door, a clock falls without warning. Now, the possibility of this being a coincidence isn't entirely ruled out, but when you consider the fact that the clock was securely mounted on the wall, well, things get very strange. Now, aside from the clock falling, there's something else in this video that was recorded, and it has to do with this doorway. 23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis, is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, you probably are not crazy. We're not crazy. People that have schizophrenia are normal people. My most common hallucination is seeing a shadow figure in doorways, like in any doorway. So think of any doorway in your house. My therapist and I do something called visualization dismissal. So I open and close the door repeatedly, and that kind of like scrubs away the shadow figure.
Although he wasn't seeing a shadow figure this time, he was seeing a man. And this man just so happens to be the same thing that his girlfriend saw 2 years ago in their old home. Keep in mind that Cass's girlfriend doesn't have schizophrenia or any condition that causes her to see things that aren't there.
What's wrong? What? What? There's nothing in there. What?
Her description of what she saw was eerily similar to Cass's depiction of the man. Now, because of this angle, we can't see what it is that she saw, but thankfully, there's another camera in this house that might have recorded evidence of the so-called man. Over on Cass's channel, you'll find many videos where he documents his schizophrenic episodes. Thanks to his GoPro, he can easily record moments of extreme psychosis by simply pressing a button.
What I do is, if the hallucination's like really strong and I am not even like making sense out of reality, I use this and basically I point it at the door frame or whatever I'm seeing and look at
That's actually sad, man.
the screen. And if what I'm seeing in the door frame isn't on the GoPro screen, it's not real. Helps me calm down.
I really feel bad for anybody
doing
going
really
with
bad
stuff
right
like
now.
that.
However, there's one video on his channel that's completely different from the rest. While talking to an hallucination, he captures this.
You always say the same thing. No. Quit it. Stop bringing that up. Stop saying that. You always wait till now to say that. Bro.
Yo.
Alexa, light on.
Yo. Oh. Oh no, bro. No, that's actually wild.
Cass couldn't tell if what he was seeing was real, so naturally, he walks over to the other curtains to do his usual technique and tries to get rid of this so-called delusion. Apparently, he wasn't just seeing the curtain moving, but a figure standing behind it.
I have a feeling whatever you see
he opens and
was
closes
real,
the drape
bro.
as an attempt to scrub away the figure, but while doing so, the curtain moves again. This was strange considering that he was no longer seeing someone behind it, yet somehow, despite doing his usual technique, something was still happening. But as if that wasn't creepy enough, the whole drape begins to lift upwards. It appears to go up entirely before dropping to the ground. If seeing things in doorways didn't already freak him out, then surely this has. Now to this day, watching this video freaks him out. Seeing this
It will
scares
freak
him
me out
because
too.
what he thought was just an hallucination was actually real. This, as a result, makes it harder for him to trust his own perception. It's for this reason that he
That
rarely
sounds
talks
like
about this
hell,
incident.
bro.
But after recording what recently happened, he couldn't help but think of this. So then, might there be some connection between this occurrence and the one from many years ago? Cass believes so. But of course, like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. For now, this one remains a mystery. Now this next video was submitted to me by Sam J, who's part of the yearbook team at her high school. One afternoon, while a group of senior students were rehearsing for a graduate ceremony that took place last spring, a camera inside the auditorium recorded something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
What you guys will do first is you're gonna take the diploma from me.
It was during a speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay. We don't want any broken ankles tonight before graduation. So then we're gonna talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Other stuff starts. Odd. air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker?
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Thank you, sir. And then, let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened. As he claims, this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next
Wind
that
pressure
completely
from
changes his mind,
inside?
while instructing students on how to move on stage.
Oh no, don't
This
tell me
is
another
captured.
thing happened.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing the sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements and how you guys have really taken leadership. Everybody should give us their.
Yeah, okay, it's time to move the ceremony, bro. It's time to move the ceremony, man.
We must have an open door somewhere else in the building.
Everybody out the auditorium.
Anyway, so let's get started just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson, we'll do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors, thing, come over, then we gotta. No, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson comes over. That right. Then we've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And
The ghost just hit his head off. No.
it flew away, did we?
Bro.
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense.
Bro.
A cap on one
That
of the
is not
students
just the
flies off
wind.
their head. Almost as if someone knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion before landing close to the exit. The same exit where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J., the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes a video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident, perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy.
That's wild.
On December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted by a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks. What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked.
What happened?
Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it, as she believes her clinic is haunted. From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause,
Yeah, it's haunted.
Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences. However, there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic. Whether being put down for medical reasons or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night, while caring for a critically ill cat, this happens.
Okay. I didn't believe it was haunted by the dogs at first, but now I think I believe it.
That's weird. Where is that coming from?
A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office. However, they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage.
What?
It's all somebody's coming from. Okay. So you still want to do banana bags?
This actually has me baffled, bro.
4 meals an hour.
Over this way.
Alright. Medication, 𝗢𝗛𝗛𝗏, 15 LPID, IV. No. No, you have. Alright, who's making it? Help me.
It's coming from the lobby.
There's nothing in the lobby?
What is that? What, phantom dogs?
Why are you looking at the front porch and make sure they didn't dump one or throw one in the pen outside or something? I didn't hear anything. You're not hearing that.
3 of us heard it.
I didn't hear it. No. You heard it, right?
I heard it.
It sounded like it was in that room or something. Like it sounded like it was like playing the board.
We're going to play that back.
I didn't even hear anything.
Can you
The whole staff searches all around for this dog, but after checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found.
That's crazy.
Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens. With no sight or any trace of this canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side? It isn't certain if that's the case, but it's been 4 years since this happened, and
I've
despite
never
capturing
heard
other
of a
strange
dog
things on
haunting,
camera,
bro. That's
this one
insane.
remains unforgettable to the clinic. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out, and Gavin was driving down an empty access road in a business park that had closed for the night. He was looking for a spot somewhere in this vast, empty office park for the purpose of taking videos of his car and posting them on his page. No one is ever around this area past operating hours,
Bro, I
which can seem a
hate,
bit
like,
creepy,
back
but here
road
he
type
can rev his
wooded areas
engine
at
as loud
night.
as he wants without being berated by a neighbor.
Literally hate driving.
over you.
Gotcha.
Neighbors would often approach Gavin just to scold him, but even after driving elsewhere to avoid problems, he continues to be approached, just not by a neighbor, but by something else.
What the freak was that? Oh my god!
According to Gavin, he was driving inside a business park located in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is close to where he lives, when he caught sight of a tall figure heading towards his vehicle. The following is his footage from both his dash cam and interior cam. Take a look.
Where the figure at? I don't see no figure, bro.
What the freak was that? Oh my god! What the freak was that? What the freak? What the freak was that? Oh my god! What the...
Now, it's not just the sudden appearance of a dark figure that's strange on its own, but the details of this incident too, most of which don't make any sense.
Wait,
For
what
one,
the?
why would there be anyone out here at night dressed in all black? If their intention was to stay hidden, then sure, that would make sense. But if hiding was the goal, then why even approach the vehicle and reveal itself? What's weirder is that they didn't seem to run towards the car or try to grab the door handle, which throws out the idea of this being an ambush or kidnapping attempt. The figure just seemingly passes by with no reaction whatsoever to Gavin's speeding Corvette. He still doesn't know who or even what that was, but one can safely assume that coming back here to find out isn't something he plans to do
Yeah,
anytime
do not
soon,
ever drive through that
especially
road
at
again,
night.
bro. Stay as far away from that road as possible.
Thanks.
Alright, that was a good video. I don't know. Y'all have a nice day.